So I want to get this other new set in. If we remember the 18, I couldn't find any adjustments or hidden menus. Deviation was low and transmitted audio wasn't the best. The receiver was very good, and the build quality, although on the face of it with a plastics case you might think that's not good, the actual build quality inside was really, really good. So this is even more expensive. What was the other one? €110. Moving to a green world. Yeah, I'm surrounded by trees, yeah. So with the other one I had to search for some information because the instruction book provided didn't actually have that much information. Now, at least with this one, it's an open-ended lead and they're not forcing a cigarette light onto you. So there we are, we've got an improvement. So we've got the bracket and some fitting things in there, the mic. No sign of any instruction book. Oh yes, it's here. Right. Usual daft stickers. They've always been doing that, haven't they? So the quick guide, we want the slow guide. Certifications. So if we want more details, it looks like you have to download things, don't you? Like we did before, like setting up. Oh, there was the menu, wasn't there? There was a menu thing, and you could change colours of display and stuff like that. But it wasn't clear as to how that worked. So once we get this into UK mode, it is going to do UK FM, and it is going to do CEPT. It doesn't mention it'll do AM in that mode, but it should do. Anyway. At least we've got how to put it onto the UK band. You know, I'm tempted to open this up first, and I don't expect there's any adjustments. So on the face of it, it's got the same nice die-cast chassis that the other one had, the 80. .8 volts, and we're in EC, so which is not going to be any help to us. So what's that? 8 pin, 2, 4, 6 pin. Oh, the ident is sideways on this one. switch off the radio, it says. Press Vox Emergency, which is that one, and menu AM FM at the same time, and switch the radio on. To select the desired frequency, press the up and down buttons on the mic, or rotate the channel knob. Where's the channel knob? That one. Right, and then turn it off. We had to press the PTT on the other set. No, you don't on this one. Right, I can hear a relay inside. Let's put picture in picture on. I'll get the clipboard. I've just got those that York 863 we did a few days ago to restore its PA switch, and then that can go back to the customer along with these other 3 sets. So you've got 3 nice sets there with the Amstrad, genuine Amstrad 901, the York 863, the Binatone 5-star, and the not so nice Kerno KR 200. Which is important in any collection of things to have things that are not so nice as well. I think it's the 27th today, I really don't care. Come to the serial number when we can be bothered. Picture in picture is on, we're on channel 20, and after a short delay we're doing 2.7 watts. So if I pop it on channel 40, we're doing 2.7 watts. And channel 1, we're doing 2.8 watts. Doesn't have low power because it isn't a 2781 set. It's a new set. Current consumption 1.029. Deviation for what it's worth on this test set. Wow, it says 1.4, but we'll take that with a pinch of salt. Frequency, the test set's been on about 10 minutes. Not enough for accuracy, but it'll give us a guide. I'm sure the thing's not going to be wrong. 2779104, that will rise. And that's well within spec anyway. Chances are the meter on it's fake, if it has one. It does, it has a bar graph, which just doesn't mean anything. I bet my bottom dollar, if I took the output transistor out, it would still read full scale deflection. Well, it's kind of got that, hasn't it? And it's a new set. I don't expect it's got PA. We've heard it hiss, so it's got a speaker. Let's have a look at its sensitivity. Now, the last one was really good. So we'll put 2779125 into the signal generator. I might just have it a little bit lower. That's about where it is, isn't it? So that's fair then. Let's put S9 on the signal generator, and we've got S5 on the meter. So what do we need to get S9? We need 285. It's 2.85 millivolts. That's very lazy. Sensitivity, let's go with the SINAD meter and plug in the test equipment speaker. It doesn't have PA. Right, so reduce the attenuator till we get... Oh, I need to turn the squelch off. Not quite as good as a Binatone 5-star, but it's not bad. 0.24. 0.26. For 10 dB, 0.22. For 20 dB, 0.65. Squelch to full, see where that is. 1, 3, 10, 30, 100. Let's carry on. It is 10 millivolts. At least it opens at some point. Let's get the threshold. And we've got what? 1. And then we've got ASQ, or perhaps it's digital, I've no idea. Start that to test again. We'll switch to auto. Signal generator on. 1.55. Obviously these work. Right, so a bit low on power like they usually are. We don't know where the deviation is till I put it into our other test set. Let's go back to the main meter. I really ought to be looking at the time. Got Mrs. Thingies to go and do her expensive shop. She likes me to go to the most expensive shops there are. She's got this thing that the more you pay, the better the quality. Doesn't work like that with most things, does it? I once owned a Mercedes car for 3 hours, rejected it as unmerchantable quality, and bought a Datsun that I kept for 17 years. During which time I had an exhaust, a battery, and a 21p window winder component. Speaker lid. I think we ended up taking both up, but I can't remember if we needed to last time. I think they're in a screw factory. Whoever makes this for them. I mean, when CB was introduced to the UK in 1981, Maxon were making most of the Midland sets. I wonder if there was a time back in American history when Midland actually made Midland sets and didn't just have things made. Not sure why we're not opening, but we are. It's exactly the same kind of quality. Didn't like unplugging that, did I, last time? I'll look back at the videos, but to be honest, it looks like it's the same board. Well, there's certainly not going to be any adjustments. I'll just put one screw in for now. Okay, so I've put it on the deviation meter on the test set behind me, and we've got 1.6. I'll just check that with the sound on. Wallow. It's 1.6. So jot that down. Got 1.4 on the other test set. Right, I'll switch that test set, go back on to the other one. There aren't any menus. I'm going to get the other set out. I'm going to take the lid off the other set. I think we've got two identical chassis. So these are 130 euros, the other was 110 euros. So it looks like you get nothing extra apart from some software features. Right, so I've got the two sets side by side because I thought they're the same board. And they more or less are. Same board number, but look, you've got some extra parts on this 28. There's a couple of chips there and a regulator, which the board's blank on this one. So what are we getting extra? I've had a look online. There's no full instruction book for the 28. So whereas I was on the 18, I was able to download a full instruction book, and we were able to see what the menu did with things like the backlight and Vox and all that kind of rigmarole. There is no instruction book from the website from Midland themselves. There is nothing other than this quick guide, which is not ideal. So if you want more information, you have to look at the instruction book for the 18 model. That's bonkers, isn't it? So what's it doing extra? All I can think of is it's got Vox extra. I don't recall the other one having that. So there you go. So for 20 euros extra, well, I was 110, this is 130. You get a couple of extra chips and a regulator and some feature that I don't know what it is. So there's nothing I can adjust. So we'll put them both back together. Make sure we've got all the parameters written down on the clipboard. And we'll do an on-the-air test. And let's hope that the transmitted audio is nicer than the other, even though on the face of it they look identical. You never know, there may be some wonderful speech processing going on which the other one hasn't got. So we'll just recap at looking at the fronts. So, you know, on the face of it you get this bigger display. You don't get any extra knobs, do you? It's just the same. So there we go. I'll put this back together and get back to the video. When we look at the back, do you remember it was serial number 11 on this one? It's serial number 2 on this one. And so are the mics the same? They keep going on about this new improved... Yeah, they're the same. Multi-Pro. Right. So, anything we missed? I'm not writing down AM on here. We're going to do AM on the air test, so you'll hear that. Because I can't adjust anything, there's no point. The receiver is absolutely excellent. I don't know whether we've still got the other one on the clipboard. Yeah, we have. So let's have a look. So 2.9, 2.9, 2.9. I've got 2.8, 2.7, 2.7. I'm not that bothered about this because it's neither here nor there. We seem to have got even lower deviation than we had on the 18 model, and receive is just marginally better on this. S meter was just as 3 millivolts, 2.85 on this one, so they're very much of a muchness. So I'm expecting really good receive, and the transmit's going to be alright, but the audio may be low, and if it's anything like the other one, it's going to be kind of AGC-y. Can you understand the way the AGC, the automatic gain control, comes in? It won't be like you get on the sets we're used to. So we'll plug the aerial in. I said I wouldn't buy any more new sets a year ago, and there you go, I was weak and did so, but well, no, Roger. To get into CPT, let's just put the squelch on. To get into CPT, I seem to recall you have to press AM, FM and PTT at the same time. Yes, I've got there eventually, it's done it. So, are we in? We're in FM, so we can, I'll just turn the squelch down again. Hello? Knock the power off. And then we can go to AM on that. Hopefully we can find our way back onto UK. So there we go, we'll do an on-the-air test. There's nothing I can show you. I'm really disappointed there's no instruction book, and that's all you get. Thanks for watching the brand new Midland 28 2005 model.